you are seeing here is the first ever nuclear bomb. The gadget at the Trinity site. But how do these actually work? The Japanese Empire had rapidly expanded across Asia and the Pacific. The US needed some way of stopping the expansion and stopping the Japanese Empire. Their leader, Hirohito, kept his promises and did not stop. Whatever that would happen, he would not give up. The US tried everything to make the enemy surrender, but they kept going. Unimaginable tactics, such as kamikaze, had done a significant amount of damage to US troops. But what if, instead of just cripping away small bits, you would have a ginormous bomb that could absolutely obliterate an entire city? The Manhattan Project was born. One bomb. You're probably familiar with this guy. His name is Robert Oppenheimer, father of nuclear bombs. You might know him from this quote.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Oppenheimer was a scientist during World War II and studied a lot of stuff, but one in particular: nuclear power, fission, and fusion. Fission is where you split the atom. Fusion is where you combine it. This bomb was made with fission. It's kinda complicated how this works, but I'll put it in a much simpler perspective. This is a core. This is what you see inside a nuclear bomb. This type is an implosion type. The explosives that are happening put the core in a supercriticality state. Fission is created, energy is released, and it stops with one big explosion. Robert Oppenheimer and his team knew this. They thought that using this nuclear power, they could create a bomb able to destroy an entire city in one go. August 6th, 8:15. The bomb Little Boy is dropped on Hiroshima. This becomes the first ever nuclear warhead to be used in war. The first ever bomb to be dropped out of an airplane. And the first ever bomb to strike terror in the Japanese for the first time. Over 100,000 people died. Some by the explosion, some by the fire tornadoes, or some by the radiation poisoning. On August 9th, 11:02, an even bigger bomb dropped on Nagasaki. This one was called Fat Man. This bomb killed around 70,000 people. Again, either from the quick blast the awaitful tornadoes of fire, or the long radiation death. A third bomb was planned by the USA. However, before they could take more action or even name the bomb, the Japanese surrendered. This meant that there would be no more bombings, no more lives lost, and World War II, the bloodiest conflict, was over. This is my big friend, NukeMap. I'm going to show you how big Little Boy would look over Stockholm. Now, with casualties and injuries, almost 40,000 people, estimated, would die. In total of today, over 10,000 different nuclear bombs have been tested. In space, underground, underwater, on the surface, or, I don't know, in your cereal box. We are going to go over some of the biggest ones. Just to put into perspective, Little Boy, the first ever nuclear bomb dropped in wartime, was 15 kilotons. This means that it was 15,000 tons of TNT. Nagasaki's bomb, Fat Man, was 21 kilotons. A thermonuclear bomb consists of two stages. One is the normal implosion fusion type bomb. Nothing special. Then we have a second stage. However, this is not the normal one that you might see in other nuclear bombs. This is a fusion type. The first stage is fission. The second one is fusion. Again, fission is where you split the atom. Fusion is where you combine it. This bomb had both. The first ever thermonuclear bomb was developed by the USA, and it was called Ivy Mike. Ivy Mike had a different stage, just as we talked about. It wasn't sure if this would actually work. However, it was probably gonna work because they think. You know, they don't just make boom thing. They think, then they make boom thing. And that's how you make nuclear weapons. Ivy Mike was detonated on the 1st of November 1952. The explosion was unimaginable. The absolute reaction this causes makes it so big that it was equivalent of 10.4 megatons of TNT. Just to put into perspective, 1,000 kilotons is 1 megaton. The bomb that dropped on Hiroshima had 21 kilotons. This bomb had 10.4 megatons. Do you understand how big of an explosion that is? Remember, this is from a singular bomb. There are a lot of different types of versions, bombs, and places where nuclear power that was used as bombs were detonated. But nothing, and I mean nothing, strikes over the biggest bomb ever detonated on the Earth. The Tsar Bomba. The Tsar Bomba was so big that the original idea for the bomb was twice as big. But they were scared because they thought that this bomb was so big that it would start burning the atmosphere down and life would no longer be possible. Just to put into perspective, this is what it looked like. If you want to put things all in a perspective, here is the first explosion we thought about. The Hiroshima little boy. And here is the Tsar Bomba, stretching from Stockholm to the edge of Enköping in Uppsala. This is a single bomb, and please note, it could have been twice as big. Thank you for watching.